Hello, my name is Damian from Damian Driving School, and I'm going to attempt to demonstrate how to drive in adverse weather conditions such as snow. First of all, I'd like to apologise for the quality of the video clip, but as you can see, I'm by myself here, so we're just going to get on and I'm going to show you how things should be done. Anyway, when you're driving in these conditions, the most important thing you must remember is that you've got to be nice and gentle to the car and avoid any sudden movements. So basically, you've got to A, trust yourself, and B, trust your car. Now, the difference between driving in these conditions such as snow and driving in sun is that the ground is not as grippy as it would be if it was normal weather conditions. So, to start off, what you need to remember is you've got to take things nice and gentle and let the car do the work. Because if you do any sort of movements, then the car could spin out of control and you can lose control of the vehicle. So, to drive off in these conditions, the best advice will be to start off in second gear. The reason I say start off in second gear is because second gear is not as powerful as first gear, and if you use first gear, you will increase the chance of the wheels spinning. And what you want to do, you want to increase the traction of the wheels, but make progress at the same time. So with second gear, it is just as powerful as the first gear, but it just takes off the risk of spinning the wheels and increase the traction of your tyres, hence you can move more freely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the dashboard now. I'm going to prove to you that I've got any fancy gadgets on. So that's the dashboard there. I'm going to press the button to take off my traction control. As you can see there, the lights on the right hand side, it says traction control off. So I'll be doing everything manually myself. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the car prepared as we do normally. So I'll be clutch down, and rather than go to first gear, I'm going to select second gear. That's second gear selected there. Now at this point now, you're going to get the car prepared as normal, and then you would do your normal 6-point check, i.e. you look from the left corner of the car, you look all the way around, just to make sure it's all nice and clear for safety to move off. And as you can see here, there is snow, a bit of snow on the ground here. Okay, so now that I've done that and the car's ready, I'm going to bring the car up to the bicycle point, as we would do normally if we drive it in normal conditions. Okay, now look at the biting points. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but now look at the biting points. And what I'm going to do now is ease the brake. I'm going to slow in the clutch and basically let the car do the work. I don't know if you heard that, but it's still spinning there, and now the car's moving gently. Now I'm still in second gear. Let's prove you in the second gear down there. And I'm basically going very slowly and letting the car do the work. Now you may notice that when you first get the bite point onto second gear, you may notice that the car feels as if they're going to fly off. Now don't be alarmed, because that's perfectly normal. That's only because you're in a higher gear. So as you can see now, the car's moving nice and gently in second gear, and I'm driving the car nice and smoothly. I'm being gentle with the controls of the vehicle and letting the car do the work. Now what's remembered is, like I keep saying to you before, you got to be nice and gentle with the car, let the car do the work and avoid any sort of movements. Because if you do any sort of movements, then the car could potentially go out of control. Now, the key to driving in these conditions is, if you're driving in these conditions, you should drive in as high gear as possible. So in this case, I'm second at the minute, just cruising around. But when you're out on the roads, you could find yourself in third or fourth gear when you're driving at low speeds. Okay, let's prove on that's what that's there. I don't know if you can see my arms out on the left hand side. That's just to prove that my traction control is still off. So I haven't got any gadgets or any driver aid to aid me through these conditions. Now what I'm going to demonstrate in a moment is I'm going to demonstrate what happens if you do any sort of movements. You're still in second gear, speeding at 9 miles an hour, and I'm letting the clutch do the work. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a sort of movement and see what happens to the car. going to drive very too quickly now as I can. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stomp on the brake and see what happens if we do any sort of movements. So now doing about 20 miles an hour, I'm going to hit the brakes hard. As you can see there, it took far longer for the car to come to a complete stop. So, in summary, when you're going to moving off, best thing to do is start off second gear and driving as normal. Be nice and gentle with the car, work with the car, avoid any sort of movements. What you don't want to do, you don't want to lose control of your vehicle. Hope this is helpful, so thank you very much.